And we're live.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to Reality Hour, the finale of Dancing with the Stars. And I have three words for you all. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. And yeah, that's all, folks. It's over. Joining me, ready to gloat and decked out in proper attire, it's Grace. How you doing, Grace?
I am so happy that I won. I'm also happy that a person that I liked won. Although I was actually thinking about this on my way home. Like, I've watched these shows for God knows how long, and I can't remember the last time there was a final that I liked everybody in it. There's been finales where I don't like any of them, but I can't think of one where there's been one where I actually like them all.
Well, I'm sure we'll be hearing a lot more about that, but we also have Eric here. How you doing today, Eric?
This is my impression of Adam on results night. There we go.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, did you seriously think that Allison was going to win?
Grace, I can dream. Don't take these things from me. The little bit of hope in my day. Allison Hannigan pulling out the W. Couldn't do it. Odds were stacked against her. There's many different things that could have gone wrong, but fifth place ain't too bad.
No. And now you have to watch
Keep
both.
in mind that if this was any other season, you would have been shut out of the finale, but they added a fifth person in, so you wouldn't be.
I feel like we're burying the lead a bit here. Let's talk about the results. Grace, go ahead. Tell me what happened.
Okay, so first of all, Dancing with the Stars, if you're watching this, never have a 3-hour finale again. And if you're going to have a 3-hour finale, the entire first half hour was just all recap. Like, I was on the train home and someone was just like watching it live. They're like, don't even bother watching because nobody started dancing yet. I'm like, it's good to know. And then like the recaps of the season in between, and then they like split the results up with a commercial break. I'm like, Alfonso, you can't do this to me.
They can.
Well, he shouldn't.
He can and he will.
Was that the first time they've done that?
I think this is the first time they've done a 3-hour finale.
First time we split the results up with a commercial break,
I mean, occasionally they would like declare third place and then send the final two and have us prolong it over a commercial break, which is pretty much what they did here. They declared fifth, fourth, and third. And then they had the final two and they went to commercial break. And I was like, grrr.
Yeah.
Like, I'd already sat through 2 hours and 50 some minutes of this show at that point. It was almost 11, which is past my bedtime. And I just wanted to crown a winner and go to sleep.
Yeah. I found the finale a bit underwhelming, if I'm being completely honest. Just felt like a bit of a victory march for a few, like 2 to 3 contestants. Like, one of them was going to pull it out. Everything else was just a bit of a waste of time. But our winner, Sochi, not Jason. What did you make of this result?
I know a lot of people thought that I would be upset about it, but like, I do like Sochi, and I've said that all season. And she was the only one. So, okay, we skipped last week because we found out nobody got eliminated, and we were just like, yeah, waste of time. And they combined the scores and the votes, and Sochi was the only one who had 4 perfect scores out of 4 routines. And her freestyle was last, although allegedly the votes closed while she was still dancing, which obviously didn't matter. But like, I mean, had that happened, like, and she had lost, people would have been freaking out.
So is she just running away with this? What do you think was kind of the result? Like,
I don't think she was running away with it, but like, I mean, people love her and people like Val, and he has now joined Mark in the 3-win club.
Who are the other 3?
This is Val's third win.
Lori
Hernandez, Rumor Willis, and now Sochi.
Well, good for him. But I'm a little surprised. I got to be honest. I thought Jason had this one.
Jason
I am too, but yeah, I wasn't really like, I was a little bit disappointed, but I wasn't really surprised.
I was a little bit surprised.
I mean, based on scores, like Sochi was number 1, Jason was tied for 3rd. So I figured, like, even if Jason had more votes, Sochi had the better scores. So, although not by much, but still.
By like 2 points, right?
I think it was
Both?
3. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Which is not a lot when you factor it in, but
I'm kind of surprised Ariana didn't do better.
I'm not.
At some
Eric.
point, not tonight, I do want to have like a conversation about like what we like, what I think about like the voting system on this show, because I really don't like it.
It's pretty much
doesn't
the
make
same as
sense.
Idols now, isn't it?
No, Idol doesn't factor in the judges' scores.
Oh yeah. Well, like I meant like the cap on votes.
The cap on votes, I'm absolutely in favor of. Actually,
Although, like,
so interesting
with the-
thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Voice this year, which I'm watching for one contestant and one contestant only. I'm only watching that one contestant. Which is helpful because The Voice this year not only caps the number of votes you can do per contestant, you can only vote for one contestant once. So you can only vote once, and you can pick one. You can pick your one favorite and vote for them, and that's it.
I don't know if
Which
I like.
I like.
I don't like having to choose favorites.
I do.
I do. I pick favorites.
Although, like, with the voting cap, it's kind of like, because like you can put in the 10 votes online, and then you can put in the 10 votes texting. So like there's ways around it.
Yeah, you could vote different methods for two people on The Voice right now if you wanted to, supposedly. But I actually like it. Okay, you can only pick one person who you're actually going to see, because honestly, if you're judging by the track record of a Voice winners, you're not going to pay to see any of these people. So at least pick one that you might see. So I like
Well,
it.
let's start talking. So let's go through the contestants in the order they placed and kind of just go from there. So let's talk with my team.
Yeah.
This is Allison carrying the weight of it all. Yeah. What did you guys think?
Her redemption dance was far better than her first salsa. Of course, her first salsa, I don't think she knew what she was doing. It was the first week. So I'll give her props for that. Her freestyle, I liked the Taylor Swift section. I did not like the JLo section as much. And I overall wasn't into the dance. I mean, when the judges called her the People's Champion, I'm like, there was another People's Champion back in season 27. We don't discuss that.
She was my champion, Grace.
I mean, hey, she lost 20 pounds on the show. Good for her.
Can we eulogize her run on the show for a moment?
Go for it.
It's been a moment.
It's been a moment.
And this one time on Reality Hour, Adam just threw the draft away.
The irony is,
never let me make a reference. I was a marching band kid. I am like adamantly against the band camp movie thing, so just never let me do that again.
So if we had redone the draft and you had picked Charity first, I would have picked Jason. Who would you have picked after I picked Jason?
Well, Sochi was my second pick, so I still would have won.
Why was she your favorite pick, though? Like,
she was my second pick.
But why? You don't watch Marvel movies. How do you know who she is?
I had faith in a 17-year-old, especially after last season. Oh yeah, speaking of which, before we move on to Charity, do you want to discuss Charlie's dancing? She's performance?
Amazing. Charlie's epic.
It was better. Somebody said on I saw a lot of tweets saying it was better than all of this season's freestyles.
She was my number one pick, Grace, and you laughed at me.
Mark became a dad recently.
Mark is the man. Mark is the best pro on this entire show. It's criminal that he's not coming back.
Are surprised that Allison came in 5th. I mean, I saw a lot of people thinking she might beat out Charity for 4th, but I wasn't surprised at all that she came in 5th, and honestly, she should have come in 5th.
Well, let's talk about Charity, who I'm a little
Hey, I
surprised.
didn't talk about Allison.
Oh yeah, talk about
did you
Layla,
want to say something about Allison?
or
Eric?
Willow, or whatever you want to call her.
Fun story. I don't actually because I didn't watch her. So, but had to interrupt and make myself win. Okay, go.
Very good. Charity. I'm surprised. I thought she would have. I say that about everyone, but this was a good. I feel like this was a good cast, like a good top 5 in theory, and I feel like they never really like in the idea of it. Like it all, they seem very strong, like great competitors, but in execution, it was a little bit to be desired.
Yeah, like I remember last season I said that the Final Four was the best Final Four I'd seen on the show in a few years. And this season it
was a good top 5.
Yeah, we had a
4.
good top 5 this year. So like I'm not upset about that. I would have switched out of the whole season, I probably would have switched out Allison for Lele, but what can you do?
Well, what about Charity? Was there anything she could have done, or was she just kind of doomed?
I don't know if like she was necessarily doomed. But like both of her dances were good this week. And I kind of liked the idea of putting like cheerleading into a freestyle. Like I like it when the freestyles kind of like highlight who the contestant is, which I feel like Allison's didn't really do that well. And I think Charity's did do that pretty well, but like cheerleading and dancing, like there are dancers that like just scoff at cheerleaders for several reasons.
Yeah. She was good. I feel like on another season she would have done good. She would have done good in any season. Like the top 4 from this crop, they were good.
I mean, although like Bachelor Nation, like people have been over it for a while.
You say that, and then next year we'll have a Bachelor winner.
We had 2 in 2 years. The 2 that immediately followed season 27 were both from The Bachelor. And then like Gabby came in 2nd last season, although Gabby was good and Charity was good too. Like I don't mind it as much when they're actually good enough to make the finale, but like when they're not is when I have an issue.
Let's talk a little bit now about Ariana, who would have been my personal pick to win, but 3rd was as far as she could get. What did you think about her performance this year, Grace?
Her redemption dance wasn't my favorite. Lisa Vanderpump seemed to like it, but I don't know how much her face can move these days. I know Danny Minogue made the same joke about Sharon Osbourne once. It didn't work when she did it. It really doesn't work when I do it. But anyway, Eric knows what I'm talking about.
She was robbed. That's what I have to say. What about you, Eric? Did you watch or were a fan of Ariana at all this season?
No. Pass.
No. Pass.
And also the freestyle. This was Pasha's first freestyle, and it just felt like there was just too much going on. I feel like Ariana wasn't really the center of it. And I think that kind of led to her downfall. But hey, she's following the trend of Dancing with the Stars alumni and going to do Chicago on Broadway.
They had it coming.
She's playing Roxy, although I've seen Chicago, not a huge fan, so we might not need to see this one.
All right, but let's talk Jason Mraz. Grace's favorite pick, her champion, but not the people's champion. I got this question for you, Grace. Where did Jason go wrong? He wouldn't give up, but where did he go wrong?
I actually still never watched the semifinals because waste of time, like I said. But no, he actually had 2 perfect scores this week, so I was happy about that. His redemption dance, I liked the idea that because like he mentioned he didn't really know how to throw his personality into ballroom dances, and he got the foxtrot, which was his Disney night dance. And that's kind of when he started to not be so high on the leaderboard all the time. I would not have picked this dance. I would have picked the samba that he screwed up a couple of weeks ago, but he did great. And I actually liked his freestyle better than the other 5, personally.
Wow.
I did. I mean, like, Daniela this is only her 4th season, and she's already made the finale 3 times. She's rocking
Yeah.
it.
Look, Jason might not have won, but I think he's gotten what he wanted out of the show.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
I knew he wasn't. I knew he wasn't going to win when they announced that he wasn't going on the tour. Although he's touring with his music, so he has a reason.
He's got
But
other things to do.
This might be an unpopular opinion, but he actually had a musical performance before the results were announced, and they already closed the votes. And I'm kind of not mad that they closed the votes because it probably would have been totally unfair if they had left them open.
Yeah,
because I think he would have won if they had left it open.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fair. You don't think Jason was going to win at all?
I think it was. I think it was close, but I don't think the music performance would have changed anything.
It's extra screen time, Eric.
Okay.
And he got to dance too, because he sang
Ish.
"I Feel Like Dancing," which is the song he did the first week. It also would have been totally unfair.
Yeah,
but
I actually did watch the freestyles for final two, and I thought they were both good.
Great. Whose did you like better, Jason's or Sochi's?
I forget. It was like 2 weeks ago it was like a week ago when I watched, so I forget. But
I know. All right, but let's talk about the winner.
The winner, chicken dinner.
The winner and new champion.
She's talented.
She is.
It's so funny.
Now, first of all, unconditionally. I hate that song so damn much. I don't know what
Katy Perry hater.
Well, no, I mean, there are a few Katy Perry songs that I like, but when you have to completely mispronounce a word in a song, it just enrages me on another level. But no, the dance was really good, as it usually is. And then the freestyle, I liked that Val kind of incorporated her Latina culture. The best freestyles, like I said, are the ones where you showcase who the star is. And that's exactly what Val did. Of course, I think Val's easily the most experienced of these 5 people in finales and in general. I know Katy Perry has worse songs, but this one's pretty bad. But no, the freestyle, I really liked it at the beginning. I liked when Val brought the violin out and it was just the two of them. When it went into that hip hop section, I wasn't as into it, but like everybody was loving it. So I was like, and it was the last dance of the night. I'm like, okay, if she wins, I'll be good.
Anyway, it's so funny that Sochi, like, I was not a fan of the Marvel movie that she was in.
Yeah.
I thought it was actually like character assassination for like one of the best Marvel characters. Have either of you watched or seen that movie?
No.
Well, it's probably my least favorite Marvel movie, personally.
Yeah, you were not excited when you found out she was joining the cast. I had no idea who she was.
I used to like Marvel. I think it's like a really fallen off the cliff. I almost said fallen off the drain, but that doesn't make sense. Yeah, Multiverse of Madness was really bad. Some people kind of are like apologists towards it. I don't think so. Again, I think it ruined one of the best Marvel characters. But yeah, Sochi was fine in the movie. It's kind of I have that like dislike like from that movie that kind of like not really, but a little bit like bleeds into it. But she's still talented, very much deserves it. My biases aside, I think she's a deserving winner, and yeah,
she is.
I'm
kind of surprised she won. Sorry, Eric, I didn't hear what you said.
I said I can't disagree with anything you said. I think she's a deserving winner.
Yeah,
she's great. I'm kind of surprised she won, but I'm not at all upset.
For you guys to know how I feel, you have to watch all the Marvel movies, like all 6 billion of them, then watch Multiverse of Madness and see what they did to Wanda, and then we can talk.
Is this the case of like Disney just, I don't know.
This
has been a very, very bad 3 years for Disney.
Well, are we going to turn this into like an entertainment industry podcast for a minute? Because I have.
Do you want to, Eric?
No, I don't. To be
Can
frank.
we though just like I know Eric and I are rejoicing. The 3 Pixar movies that were released straight to Disney Plus because of COVID are getting theatrical releases, and I am
Yep.
so hyped to finally see Soul in theaters. Even
I
though
am-
my friend told me that it is a blatant cash grab and or wasted money on my part.
Oh, totally. But I don't care. I'm actually considering seeing it in the theater as well.
Wait, is it a cash grab or is it a waste of money?
No, it's a cash grab.
Oh, it's a blatant cash grab. So yeah, Soul is getting released in January. I don't know how long. Turning Red in February, Luca in March. I
I
probably
can tell you
won't
how
see the
long.
other 2.
1 day. Is my
Oh.
guess.
Garbage. And the tickets don't go on sale until January 2nd.
Soul is such a good movie. It was.
Oh, even my
It's not
mom
my
liked it.
favorite Pixar movie of all time, but it's in my top 3.
It's so good. I'll see that over Inside Out 2 or Toy Story 5.
No, I'm excited for Inside Out too. Lewis Black's gonna be in it.
I am not excited for Toy Story 5.
Anyway, so yeah, Sochi is our winner. I guess we can kind of close the book on the season here.
Yeah,
Would you rank this well, or as a good season or bad season?
I did like this season. They haven't really spoken about next season because they had said that like last season and this season would both be strictly on Disney Plus. Obviously, that never happened. This season was on ABC too. I'm wondering though if they're going to keep it that way or if they're just going to move it back to Disney Plus. I mean, it's probably going to stay on Disney, although Disney Plus and Hulu are supposedly merging. Yeah, so last season Eric was only on Disney Plus. It was not on ABC at all. This season was on ABC and Disney Plus. Oh, god damn it, Eric. Oh, yeah.
No one can see what you're writing. It's in the
I know,
private
that's the
chat.
point. I'll just say I said strictly on Disney Plus. I thought that was a British show. But
yeah, I know normally we kind of like end with our favorite performances. I couldn't really think of my concise list, but probably for me, I would say Sochi's Whitney Night Dance when she did I Want to Dance with Somebody. I really liked Jason's first dance. I don't know why that sticks out in my brain, his cha-cha. And those are the only 2 I can think of. I'm
The only one that I could think of, I can only think of one. Ariana doing the Billie Eilish Happier Than Ever.
Oh, yeah, that was good too.
That was, I would say, my favorite of the season.
And
that's the only one I remember. So there you go.
And now tomorrow's Tuesday. Dancing with the Stars will not be on television. And we probably won't be here until February unless Eric decides we're going to podcast about AGT Fantasy League.
I mean, given that I actually don't know the results ahead of time this time, I mean, the results have already been determined. It's already done. It's already been filmed.
I believe it. And like, there are people that I do like.
There are honestly, there are a lot of people I like on this show. No, granted, that's because they just gave up on actually getting new people onto the show.
And there's people that Adam likes too. He just won't admit to it.
Who are these people in question, Grace?
Well, I know. Oh, Shin Lim's going to be there. Don't you like him? Not as much as Eric.
He's not on.
What? Yes, he is. He's on the short list.
He was on the short list, but he actually didn't. He wasn't one of the competitors because he declined.
I was going to say, like,
he had no reason to be on that show.
I was going to say, like, the list of 60 that I saw. Oh, they actually have the final. Oh, they actually have the 40 list now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Brian Justin Crumb's going to be there, although Eric likes him.
What?
You're the one who likes Brian Justin Crumb.
I know.
Okay, I think we all like Darcy.
Yes.
I mean, how could you not?
Give a soul.
I'm just speeding through this. Ew, Hans is going to be there?
Ew.
He sucks!
I know.
Okay, John Dornbus, I kind of like him. Of course, Cody Lee's going to be there.
Of course.
Ksenia? Didn't you like Ksenia, Adam?
She was the sand lady, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Lauren Allred. Piff.
Yay! Piff.
I'm just kind of speeding through this. Sophie Dossie, I like her. Tape Face.
I'm here for Tape Face.
The Unbeatable, I like them.
I've met 2 of them.
And that's pretty much it. So, like, I
and
probably, and
Aiden.
also Mel B's going to be there, and we like her, but she's a judge.
Honestly,
So, I mean,
here's my proposal. And I'm gonna make it on the air, which makes it more complicated when Adam says no to it.
You guys, I give you my full blessing. If you want to watch bad TV, go right ahead.
But
I'm probably only going to watch like clips of people that I like.
That was my proposal, is that we don't watch any of the judges, which is going to be hard given that the show is all about the freaking judges now, which fucking sucks. But we watch performance clips of the people that we like and we all agree we want to watch, and that's it.
Why don't we just do like one episode then at the end of the season?
That's what I was proposing.
And like it ends
I don't even know if
February when Idol starts up again.
I am gonna do. I don't know if ever you're gonna join me. I'm gonna do one episode at the end of Fantasy League, just talking about my thoughts on it.
Do we have any news on Idol? Have you heard any rumblings? Any spoilers? Any
things are coming out
so
of
excited for Scarlett to be on Idol.
Oh, Scarlett's going to be on Idol.
Scarlett Lee from X Factor.
Was she on my draft? Did I have her?
I forget who had her. One of us.
That was Dalton, right?
Dalton
was the
won
winner.
season,
Scarlett came in
got
second.
I feel like you had Scarlett.
I might have, but regardless, she was really good. And honestly, awesome. I can't imagine there being someone else I would rather win Idol than her.
It's not going to happen.
It's going to be very fun to find out.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. She's not even going to make top 5.
God knows. I am fully coming to terms with the fact that someone I like is never going to win an American Idol again. But
and a girl's
honestly,
never going to win again.
If she makes top 5, I'll be very, very happy.
Or wait, is a girl ever going to win again?
That's another good question, Grace. But
well, no, because like I remember like I think it was season 15 when they were like really pushing girls in the auditions, and I'm just like, a girl is not gonna win this year. And people look at me, they're like, you don't know that. I'm like, I kind of do. It's American Idol. And then did a girl win that season? No.
But she won the next season.
I know, and she's the only one.
No, she's
Just
not.
Sam is non-binary, so yes.
Oh, right.
Oh,
good.
Huh. Well,
did not realize that, but that's good.
I didn't either. But yeah, anything else for Dancing with the Stars? Any final thoughts here?
I would say, like, if they're gonna make changes for next season, honestly, the only thing I can think is don't have a 3-hour finale. Like, keep the hosts, keep the judges. Like, none of them. Like, this is the first time in 4 years I haven't complained about the host.
So Alfonso did a good job this year?
Yeah. He was great as the main host. And, I mean, Julianne was the backstage host, and I liked her, too.
Great.
Julianne has been everything on this show.
You know what? It is so great to have a show where we're at least where some of us don't complain about the hosts and the judges. Isn't that just so rare?
Well, we never complain about the host of Idol.
I unironically think that of all the shows, the reality shows that are on right now, this is the best panel.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the low bar.
It's a very low bar, but
yeah. It's a low bar, but
best panel was AGT with Howard Stern.
Got Talent said, you know what? We have such a great judging panel that everybody loves that we're going to make them the focus of our spin-off show. I'm like,
let's just not. I just want to say to our viewers who watched us this whole season, God bless you.
Yes, thank you.
And I hope we'll see you again for American Idol in the fall. Reality Hour, are we up to like 6 years now that we've been doing this?
This is my 4th year.
Well, given that American Idol this is the 7th season on ABC, and that's when we started with season 1 on ABC. This will be year 7.
Wow. Eric, what's happening to us?
We're getting old.
You're getting old.
I
It's
know.
sad.
30 is creeping up.
Well, I've been afraid of change. Because
Yeah, we'll be back in February to discuss Idol. In the meantime, happy holidays.
Happy holidays, and we will see you next year for Idol, or if you want to join for Eric's thing.
AGT Fantasy League starts on New Year's Day.
I have nothing else to add other than see you all next year. Bye.
Bye.